Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video. Real quick shout out to all the members that are there on the screen. Go check them out. Go give them a like, subscribe, show them some love and support. Also, if this video gets over 250 likes, I shall continue the series. Thank you all for the support. Let's hit 20,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all later. Now, we last kicked off with Goku finally finishing off King Cold. Now, most of the events would happen the exact same, all up with Goku fighting Android 19 and the likes of Dr. Gero. Now, Goku will still succumb to the heart virus, just like the original, but he does have the medicine that Trunks gave him as well, plus also the best medical advances in the universe. Of course, being the Emperor, he was rushed off-world to ensure perfect protection and to be away from the androids, so they would never find him. Now, Goku was in a special medical bay, as he was given the heart medicine and also given the best medical advances that you could ask for. As at first they wanted to leave him at Master Roshi's home, but Sorbet would state that the Emperor would feel more safe if he's off-world, so that way the androids could never even find him. Which that would be a better idea, so Chi-Chi would come along, and it was just Chi-Chi with her husband Goku. A lot of the events would happen the exact same. Goku would actually get better a little bit faster, because there is more medical advances that could help speed up the recovery. So you could say that Goku within a day or two early, he got better. Now, most of the events of the Cell Saga would pretty much happen the same. The only difference here is, yes, Vegeta would still do the biggest mistake of his life. He would still let Cell absorb Android 18, and Cell already absorbed Android 17. All that happens the same while Goku was asleep and out cold of the heart virus. The only difference here is that Super Perfect Cell, or Perfect Cell, is still not as strong as his original self. And the reason for this is because they never got Frieza's DNA. So Cell does not have Frieza's DNA in his body. So Cell is not as powerful as his original self. He's still scary strong, but he's not as powerful as his original self. Now, even Vegeta's Final Flash would do a little bit more damage against Cell, but Cell was still far above Vegeta. Vegeta has no chance of defeating Perfect Cell. There was no chance. And the same thing with Trunks. It's just that Cell would have to use a little bit more power, but Cell wasn't even using full power yet, and he would still defeat Trunks. Now, Cell was still interested, and he would still hold the Cell games. And that would happen within 10 to 11 days. So, within those 10 days, Goku already recovered, he meets up with the Z-Gang as they're on Kami's lookout, and he explains that there's a hyperbolic time chamber. But, what about the humans and stuff too? What are they going to do to get stronger? Well, Goku states that Sorbet's been working with Bulma, and they constructed a very special gravity room. And this gravity room has the ability to increase the gravity way more than Bulma can do currently. Plus, it also has healing chambers. So as soon as you get injured, you can go to the healing chamber and you can get healed. Now, these healing chambers are a little bit more advanced. As you guys remember, this is years later. 3+ years later, with the help of Bulma as well, being a technical genius, they would actually figure out a way to make the healing pods heal you even faster than before, so you can recover, as it could take within an hour and you're fully recovered and ready to go. So the Earthlings will be doing that, as of course Vegeta and Trunks would go in, and then of course Goku and Gohan would then go in together. As Goku knows that Gohan, his son, has amazing potential and they can grow even more powerful, he wants his son to be as powerful as he can. So most of the training would go the exact same, just the fact that Goku here is pretty much the exact same power, you could argue, maybe a little bit stronger, but it wouldn't really change all that too much. Gohan here pretty much is the same, as he would still get Super Saiyan, they would learn to master the power and grow stronger because of it. Now, once when they are out, pretty much all the events happen the same, with Goku even sizing up Cell in that short little scene. And Goku knows that he's actually kind of close to Cell's level, but he's not there yet. Now, Goku still did see a glimpse of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but Goku still doesn't know if this version of Gohan can beat Cell, as Goku's worried about it. Now, Ninja Dragon, why? Well, this version of Goku is a little bit different. He's not as super reliant. As we know, Goku's a little bit different because he's the Emperor of the Universe, and he's trying to take on that role a little bit seriously. Well, because Chi-Chi made him to. And he's also a bit more intelligent as well, with the help of Sorbet teaching him. And Sorbet, as his advisor, who Goku actually listens to and helps for advice, he would even tell him that, listen, my lord, this Cell being is stronger than you. What if he kills your son? What if something happens? It would be more safe if you go stronger, and then maybe if he can't do it, then you can go. Goku would actually agree, so Goku would then spend a couple of days of relaxing. Then they would spend a couple more days training. They would be using the special gravity room with the healing pods, as him and his son would be training intensively. Now, Goku knows of the Zenkai ability. Now, even Sorbet would touch up upon it, as of course Sorbet has all of the computer data chips that Frieza's empire has, which means that Frieza has deep anatomical knowledge of the Saiyan body, and they know about the Zenkais. He states, well, my lord, if you get very injured, severely injured, we can heal you instantly, and you can grow much more time stronger. Now, Goku would actually begin sparring with his son Gohan with the intent to kill each other. As him and his son would be attacking each other, Gohan would think that it's difficult, but Gohan understands that the healing pod will protect him anyway, so him and his father do severe damage to each other, but they would get instantly healed in the pod. It was mentally very challenging to deal with all that pain, but as father and son, they know they must get better, and Goku knows that Gohan's potential will surpass him. Once when the Cell games begin, Cell was ecstatic to see everybody first. Goku would of course fight first. As we all know, this version of Goku is actually a couple times stronger than his original self. Cell here is a little bit weaker than his original self, so Goku fighting Cell would actually be pretty almost evenly matched. As Goku, I still think that Cell has the upper hand on Goku a little bit, but Goku would close the gap very much and Cell would have to use his full power. Now, Goku would actually give up, as he knows he cannot beat Cell in the long run, and Goku's getting tired. Now, Goku would then tell his son Gohan that it's time for you to go fight Cell. Now, here's a big change. Would Goku give Cell a senzu bean? That doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion, not to mention too, Sorbet would even be there himself, and let's just say that Goku was thinking about grabbing a senzu bean to throw it at Cell, but Sorbet would stop him saying, wait a minute, if you do that, Cell has the Saiyan cells too, he can be multiple times stronger too. And he would beg him to just not do it and let his son fight him, as Cell still has plenty of energy left. Goku would think about it, but he would understand that it might be better for everybody's safety. So, Goku would not. Now, the reason why Goku's acting like this a little bit is because the fact that he's made a lot more friends across the universe. Think about it, Goku's been traveling the universe, making new friends and changing everything, and he doesn't want the likes of Cell beating and then destroying everything that he's working for, because Goku wants to help people, it's the right thing to do. So, Gohan and Cell would then begin. The fight would actually be evenly matched, as Gohan surpassed his father long ago. As it was just like the original, Gohan is stronger than Goku. Now, but the issue is that Gohan does not have the fire in him to fight like how his father and Vegeta do, as he doesn't want to fight. Cell would then take advantage of this, and then Cell would then spawn the Cell Juniors. Even though they're a little bit weaker, Goku would actually be able to fight them pretty evenly, but of course, with having a whole bunch of them, they would gang up on Goku, and Goku would get overpowered. And Sorbet would be far away, by the way, hiding. Now, he'll be tortured and be tortured. Android 16 also did survive, all that happens the same, by the way. The same events would happen with Android 16 head being thrown by Mr. Satan. Cell would then step on his head and destroy him, but before that, Android 16 would tell Gohan to let it go and to not be held back by your emotions, just let it all go. Let it go. Gohan would then snap, seeing Android 16 was murdered and it was his fault, and all of his friends. Gohan would then transform into Super Saiyan 2. Goku would smirk as this is what he's been waiting for, as his son Gohan has now become the perfect warrior. Now Gohan here, as a Super Saiyan 2, is a lot more powerful than his original self, and with Cell being far weaker, I think y'all know what's going to be happening here. Gohan would then charge up a Kamehameha, as Cell would then charge up his own, and Gohan would then redirect the attack towards Cell. Now, let's just say, that even this version of Gohan, that attack to rebound Cell's Kamehameha would actually kill Cell, wiping him out of existence. This would change a few things. There's no Android 18, and there's no Android 17, of course, just they're no wish back. Now, you could argue that, okay, well, maybe when they wish back whoever was killed by Cell, that Android 18 and 17 was brought back the same. So let's just go that route. Let's just say that Android 18 was brought back with her brother, but she would still befriend Krillin, and they would still become married. Krillin has to have his wife, right? Now, pretty much the same events would happen, to where this is where some things are going to very much change. Cell never blew himself up. So this also means that Goku never died. That means no Potara fusion, no Metamorian fusion, no instant transmission. He doesn't learn. You could argue that he goes to meet King Kai the exact same, and maybe he goes to the tournament because King Kai talks about it. Okay, you can throw that in there, but he cannot go into heaven itself because he's dead, and he's not really, can't go in there. You're not dead. He's alive. So he does not meet the Metamorians where he learns the fusion dance. So no fusion dance, but you could argue that he still does fight Pikkon. Goku would just win the same way, probably a bit more easier because he's stronger. Now, as 7 years have passed, this is where a lot of things would actually change. Goku, of course, is taking his training seriously. He has way more technical advances to train and boost himself. Now, Vegeta, of course, he obviously wants to kind of run this Emperor thing. But at the same time, it's Frieza's empire, and he knows that he doesn't really want it, but it's Vegeta, so he resents Goku for that. So he still has the same little evil tint in his heart to where he hates Goku for it, but not because of the pride that he was stronger. You could throw that in there too. He can fight Goku whenever he wants, but he was angry because Goku had a whole empire to himself. Vegeta hated that. It should be him. He's the prince of all the Saiyans. He's royal blood. It's his by birthright. It should be his empire, not a low-class Saiyan. Goku would actually make a lot of changes to the universe, surprisingly. The universe was flourishing. All evil was being taken care of. A lot of the soldiers were taught in ki and martial arts, so they were all pretty powerful, having power levels of a couple thousand each, of course. And they were growing very fast in numbers. The reasoning for it is because it's a lot more of a peaceful job. It's a peaceful company. It's a peaceful empire. So, of course, people want to go join it to better themselves and grow stronger because of it. Planet trading was over. There was nothing like that. Now, some martial artists were allowed to do bounty hunting, and of course they would have to be captured alive to be brought to the Galactic Patrol if they were a big enough threat. Other than that, there wasn't really too much. All the planets were doing great. They were advanced, and Goku was really happy about it. Now, of course, Goku wasn't really an emperor. He never flaunted his power. He wore his typical G and walked around with everybody else. Now, Chi-Chi was very, very happy. Gohan can be taught in the best schools in the universe, and there's so much money that she can buy whatever she wants. Life is good for Chi-Chi, I'm telling you right now. So she won't be yelling at Goku as much. So she's a bit more lenient on letting Goku train more and, do his job. So that's what Goku does. Goku trains and he fights other beings. Goku meets a vast amount of beings all across the universe. Now, also having hard drives and data files, he would even learn about beings who were not even that Frieza's files that Frieza knows about. Even the likes of a Lord Beerus and Majin Buu, a Buu creature. He doesn't know what those two beings are, but Frieza states that his father tells him to never even mess with those beings. And the fact that especially the Beerus one is the most dangerous creature Frieza's ever seen. This actually gets Goku a little bit excited, and he wonders if he can find this Lord Beerus. Maybe he can have a little fight with him, because he's far more powerful than Frieza now. But after some looking, he doesn't really find anything. He only hears whispers of a being of pure destruction, and he's a destroyer. Goku doesn't really know. It could all just be made up fairy tale stories, but he would love to meet Beerus, and even that Buu creature as well. Well, I guess he finally got his wish, because 7 years would pass. Goku would have Super Saiyan 2, but there was no Super Saiyan 3. But that's not needed, because Goku's power is so high, and the reasoning why is because he's been out across the universe battling other beings that are very powerful. And he's also been training in the best advanced technology in special gravity rooms and more. So Goku with gravity training plus getting Zenkais and getting healed with the healing pods, Yeah, I feel like Goku is very overpowered currently. And not to mention, he's learning a lot more. He's learning more things that Frieza kept in data files and learning more and more and more. Now, Vegeta, of course, I feel like Goku would definitely bring Vegeta in and offer him, saying, hey, Vegeta, I know you're really good at, this military stuff. Maybe you can be like a general or something and help lead the martial artist. Vegeta would actually refuse. And he states that he's never going to work under Goku, ever. He would rather die. So he's going to stick with Bulma and them. Now, of course, as the 7 years have passed, the World Martial Arts Tournament will still happen, so I feel like all the Z Gang will want to go meet up and go there for fun, and Goku would agree. So they would all show up, as then Supreme Kai would then meet them. And that is it for this What If, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please, let's get this video to 250 likes. If this does, I shall continue the series. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you think of the video. And that is it. Thank y'all for the support. Let's get 20,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you all later.